Dean Phillips. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. I want to play for you a soundbite from Karine Jean-Pierre, the president's spokesperson, this morning on MSNBC about the 3 Americans killed. Take a listen.
And our heartfelt condolences go out to the families who lost three folks who are military folks, who are brave, who are always fighting, who are fighting on behalf of this administration.
Forget the word salad for a minute. She said fighting on behalf of the administration. And I'm wondering, as somebody who's running against Joe Biden, if that doesn't show kind of a misunderstanding of what our military is about.
No, that's right, Leland. Look, I think she just misspoke. I don't think that was intentional. And you can imagine, I'm a Gold Star son, you know. I lost my own father in Vietnam. You know, those are American soldiers serving all of us, defending our freedoms. And I know she knows that. And I don't want to make too much out of that. But that didn't come out as well as surely it should have.
I know you speak eloquently on the campaign trail about your father and about losing him in Vietnam. Help me, as you are seeing, and I know you listen to General Breedlove, of your issues with President Biden. Has his foreign policy worked?
Well, Leland, I come from the business world, and the proof is in the pudding. Joe Biden has been in Washington for 50 years, 5 decades. Former chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, 8 years as vice president, a man of a lot of experience. I would argue the proof is in the pudding. We have not deterred these proxy attacks. They continue to happen unimpeded. And I'm afraid when you see war in the Middle East now, war in Ukraine, chaos at the border, I mean, one can make a reasonable argument that it's not working. And, policy is not working. So, look, I'm a proud Democrat. I want to see a Democrat reelected. I do not want Donald Trump reelected. And that's why I'm running for president, Leland. I'm appalled. And my party has not woken up from its delusion. I think Mr. Biden is a good man, but it is time to hang it up. It's time for a new generation. And yes, we must invest in peace, but we also need a policy of reciprocity. We are taken advantage of time and time again by country after country that loves poking us. And I think we should be meeting the proxy battles, frankly, with more of the same thing. Our CIA has in the past, of course, initiated proxy campaigns against others. Iran likes to use plausible deniability. I think it's implausible. But you know what? It's time for cyber attacks. It's time for the Iranians to know that we're not going to just sit down and take it. I don't want to see more bloodshed. Nobody does, Leland. But if you don't set the standard and make people understand very clearly what they're risking if they take us on, this will continue and continue and continue. And I'm just afraid the policy's not working.
Well, no, as you said, the proof's in the pudding. It hasn't worked, and now we see whether they admit that. I'm interested. You said you're a proud Democrat, and this is now becoming a split within the Democratic Party. I'm wondering where you come down on this. Biden administration discussing slowing some weaponry deliveries to Israel to pressure Netanyahu. U.S. officials are considering pausing or slowing some arms shipments to Israel to convince the government to heed U.S. calls to scale back its military assault in Gaza. We have said for a long time on issues of moral clarity, of which Israel is one, you can't have it both ways. Is President Biden having it both ways? And I'm wondering if that's proof that your campaign and criticism of him is proving fearful to him.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm just speaking the truth. It doesn't matter if it's helpful to my party or not. It's not my job. My job is the Constitution and represent our country. And look, Leland, the fact of the matter is, one of the great sources of conflict in the Middle East, of course, is the ongoing Palestinian-Israeli conflict. And once again, Israel's only 75 years old. Joe Biden has been around for 50 of those 75 years. Again, Foreign Relations Committee chairman. We have been unsuccessful for generations. This cycle of bloodshed continues. And if we really want to take down the temperature in the Middle East, we have got to establish a Palestinian state that is safe, that is secure, that has prosperity, that we have a Marshall Plan to create investment. Because, Leland, the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if you're Israeli, Palestinian, anything else. If you're a human being, you act differently when you have something to protect. That is true as humans all around the world. And if we don't recognize the basics of psychology, I think it's time for massive change. That's why I say new leadership from the West Bank to the West Wing. And the fact is, two countries need to live side by side, Jews in Palestine, Palestinians in Israel, and have mutual respect and peace and prosperity. It is long overdue. And yes, I do think Joe Biden has failed.
All right. Well, I think that part is clear. Congressman, it's good to see you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you being back on the show. We'll catch up with you on the campaign trail.
Anytime,
more about
Leland.
the campaign. Yeah, and more about the campaign in our next interview. We invite you to sign up for War Notes. Gives you a free look at our thoughts on the most important stories of the day. It comes out every day at 4 p.m. You can reply. We read them all. We'll read some of them on air. Also, connect with us on social media at Leland Vittert on Twitter and Instagram. Go to warnotes.com and subscribe for free. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.